transition over to now we're live. So we can talk and we can comment. I don't know why I had that play. Oh, great. Idiot streamer starting off with idiot tendencies early on. Welcome in to Sunday's podcast. Hopefully you're doing well on this Easter Sunday. Welcome in. I hope y'all are having a wonderful Sunday with your families. And thank you for spending some time with me because it is a holiday. In fact, many of you probably don't have to go to work tomorrow, depending on where you're at in the U.S. and maybe even Europe. I don't know Europe's holiday schedule. I know this. Europe has more bank holidays than any country in the world. Fact. I realize that Europe is not a country, but I'm American, so I'm allowed to say stupid things. It's part of my superiority. Yes. So, yeah, shout out to server 155, 51, 56, 75, 20, 140. Very much pro streamer, Robotsky. 100% pro streamer. Good to see. Oh, wow. Another server 56. Ooh, good to see everybody coming through server 12. We got some old school, got some new school, got some Europa, got some America. I love it. Good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. I would like the name of the song in your opening before you start streaming. William Weaver, it's something on YouTube's music playlist. It's free music they give YouTubers to use so that we don't get copyright strike. I'd have to go pull it up, to be honest with you. It runs on a playlist. Shout out to 156, 60, 34, 11, 124, 172, 8. Oh, wow. I haven't seen a server 8 in a while. Hey, Brian. Server 20. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm about to get stream sniped. What's up, Salem? 181, 130, 35, another 130. You're fat and sleepy. Another successful holiday / night off work. Knifey, I'm glad you got a night off work, man. You've been working hard a lot lately. Vulcan on server 17, the weakest server of the originals. Good to see you, Vulcan. I'm glad that you're here. A new player at level 20. I love the variety that we have in today's stream. We got a little bit of everybody here, and that's fantastic. It actually makes me want to go work on my level 21 account, but we're going to focus on the main because there's just several things that we need to discuss. Hope you and the family are enjoying this lovely Easter Sunday. Dude, Xavier, I'm enjoying it because I'm alone working. Nobody's in the house. It's quiet. It's amazing. Yo, if you've never appreciated living alone, have kids. You will appreciate being alone more than just about any other gift in the world. Like somebody could offer me, yo, would you rather have $500 or being alone all day? I would choose being alone all day every time. Not forever, because I don't want to get rid of my kids. I'm not saying that. It's like, if you're a parent out there, can somebody empathize with me real quick and make it to where I don't sound like a complete horrible father? Shout out to the level 25 in the chat, server 13, server 21, server 181. 44, 65, 79. Wow, Sasha, you are an overachiever. Overachiever. Okay, we have people agree with me in chat. I feel a little bit better now. I was worried for a second, like, oh God, they're going to start judging the hell out of me. Hey, Half, good to see you. I was really worried the judgment was about to come through strong. Yeah, occasional solidarity is definitely needed. Everybody needs some time to themselves. So I'm either working or with my kids. That's like anything than all that I do. Server 49, good to see you. So tonight or today, depending on when you're watching live / listening, I wanted to talk about a new project that I'll be starting on my Discord where I was with server 48 and server 49 yesterday. And we had a town hall meeting. If your server would like a town hall meeting where I come by, answer questions, and help with gameplay or whatever you need me to do, or as we were doing a lot with server 48, 49, comparing gameplay experience, across different servers, because it is definitely varied. And one of the big talking points was like, 1v1 server battle or 1v1 battles and territory capture, coalitions, all that. I'm going to start a channel that will be me post only, but that everybody can read in the STFC database area of my Discord that lists rows by server. The reason I'm doing this is so that servers can look on what some rows are. Now, many of you are going to be like, well, Rev, I thought you hated row. I do dislike row in its as a whole. And anybody that's on here from server 20, like Hath and Knifey, I saw, Matsu, can tell you that overbearing row that tries to apply to all alliances have only led to bad things on server 20. That doesn't mean that it hasn't worked in other places. Just my personal game experience from the servers I've played on, row has been a bad thing when it's overreaching. So we go by alliance rows. And then there's like just some general common sense stuff that nobody messes with. Like nobody goes and hits UPC miners unless you're at war. So I still think that it's my job to provide multiple perspectives. And that means that I'm going to collect all rows. So if a server's row is like server 20, where it's all just individual alliances and there is no server row, we'll list it. If there's a 3-page server row about how if you're a rogue player and you do 3 rogue actions, you get banned from all alliances, I'll post that too. And we're going to start collecting those and have it deposited in a channel so that people can go through and say, okay, what's row like here, here, there? And it's not from a shaming aspect. It's simply from a different things work on different servers. And we will then let people decide how they want to try to run their servers and using those as templates. I'm a big fan of the alliance by alliance row. Let your alliance determine what rules y'all obey. Now, if you go break somebody else's rules and y'all end up in a war, well, that's just a consequence of war. But, you know, it's just, I mean, like people are like, well, should we ban PvP in territory? No, but alliance has the right to have like a, this is our territory, you invade, we declare war rule. I mean, it's, at the end of the day, it is a PvP/war game. So even with all the mining events and all the supply and logistics that we end up doing on the outside, it is still a PvP game, which is actually probably what makes it so damn realistic. Is in real war, it's 99% logistics and mining. Yes, actual mining. If y'all didn't know, that's what soldiers do in their off time. They mine. The less spoken about ours, the better. The merge hasn't been nice to it. Nice, Sue. On server 11, the row sucks. I don't think there should be any row in a PvP game. Yeah, Aaron, and I tend to be of similar mind to a degree. I do think there's a line between having PvP and then just being a jerk. You know, I don't go just hit random miners that are actively mining for no reason. And I don't advocate for that. At the same time, I'm also that person who's like, yeah, it's stupid to send a message when you're on a 0 node because you can't see it. Like, it doesn't send you a phone. So, a phone notification. Robotsky says, I think I've used up all my Scopely luck. I got 4 full officer pulls in the last 2 days. Lorca, Jordy, Troy, and Mitchell. Robotsky, I strongly dislike you. I'm happy for you, but please never speak to me again. Thank you. Hey, happy Easter to you as well, Tim. Got the row from Defiant 167? Or get the row? Like I said, I'm going to get row from everybody. My row is simple. No loot, don't shoot. OPC is OPC. I mean, we could go further. Warships are warships. I mean, that's me. And that's how I operate. And that's how I play my game. So. Scopely managed to recover your account. Oh, Jones. I'm very happy to hear that for you. Awesome. Yeah, customer support's been trying to kick it back up a notch, you know, especially with this past week. They're really trying to catch up and get back out of their backlog so they can get some of these new tickets. I'm glad they were able to help you out. Thomas says, I've found those that oppose a server-wide row have the mental age of about 12. Well, Thomas, I would like to say that I don't have the mental age of a 12-year-old. And I'm very proud that I have the mental age of a 13-year-old. So, I mean, it's just my paradigm that it doesn't work everywhere. And you gotta keep in mind that cultures vary server to server. You know, what is considered socially acceptable, social constructs, you know, vary server to server. It's going to be different for everything. And yes, Johnny, my syndicate is shiny. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you for the reminder. If I see you on a 0, it will take me 2 minutes to get to you, and you are at 0, you go splat. Yeah, exactly. I mean, now, if I will say, and I've said this a lot, if the game sent a notification to you when you got a message, then that would make sense to message somebody, hey, you're on a 0 node. But it doesn't. It gives you a notification for everything else, but it doesn't notify you when you're on a 0 node or when you get a message. So, well, when you get a message. Wolf Frezer says, I don't think places like a lucrative mining node should be a place where people attack you, as you have to use the transwarp cells, which takes time. What's your thoughts on lucrative zones? Wolf Mazer, I am a firm believer that the best row is the simplest row. OPC is OPC. Doesn't matter where it is. That's just my opinion. Whether it's Isogen in territory space or overprotected 3-star in lucrative space and somebody steals 1 million from you. In my opinion, OPC is OPC. Do I understand the logic of why those systems should be closed off? I do. And I can understand why people vote for that. If I had a vote, I would say no. But it's not up to me. It's up to your community to decide what works for you and your entire server. At the end of the day, I basically take the line that Scopely does. Scopely has no row. Scopely doesn't support any row. So neither do I. Now, I'll still try to do things that are beneficial to the entire server. Like, I'm not going to hunt, unprotected miners or unprotected cargo miners for no reason. But at the end of the day, that's just how I play. Xavier says, the 0-no messages that make me laugh the most is when they send the message and then don't hit me. I've gotten a few of those on server 20, surprisingly enough. Now, there are some alliances on my server that run that method. And like I said, that's completely fine. Y'all run whatever you want to run. But I've been on a 0-no before. And what I'll do is I'll leave my miners out overnight with the knowledge that they're going to be destroyed. With the knowledge they're going to, like, I don't care if my miner gets blown up overnight. That's what I expect. But I'll wake up to like 5 different messages, but I've only had 2 ships out mining. So multiple people warning me I'm OPC, but nobody actually coming and taking me out. So it's I will say it's a little weird. It's a little weird. I appreciate the knowledge, the heads up. I mean, thank you. But Jones says Scope needs to upgrade protected cargo. No good if your ship holds 100,000, protects 10K. Well, there actually are protected cargo researches and exocomps, and there are things that help with that. You know, even the North Star can get over 10K, and that used to be like a ship that only got 1K, and that was it. So they have actually made improvements in that regard. How close am I to the Valdor? Well, I actually have the Valdor ready. Ready to build, that is. Obviously, I'm still level 41. I haven't sped up. But if we scroll over here, looky, looky, looky. 150 out of 150. We're ready to build her. It's just I got to level up to 42 and then build the shipyard, which I have the resources for. But I've been debating on waiting until the next spend event, which is next weekend. But as you can see, I have got it. So now it's just a matter of getting there and building it. And I still don't plan to take it super high. I don't plan to tier it very high. But I will be very, very honest. I am so excited. I am literally so excited about having a new ship. I have not had a new faction ship in a long time. And I am really excited about pulling out the Valdor. Even though I don't expect to come out and be like this amazing player with it. I'm really excited. Build it anyway. Leveling would be for the spin event. I mean, no. Well, here's the thing. D-Man. Yes, spinning it for the spin event. But if I do it now, well, then I'll miss like all the building upgrades that have to happen first, because the shipyard, for example, is going to cost materials. And to give you an exact amount of how much it's going to cost. So if I'm going to shipyard 42 is 8,000 uncommon crystal and 2,500 rare crystal. That doesn't count any of the efficiency researches. So I don't want to waste, 8,000 uncommon and 2,500 rare just to get the video out sooner. But part of me also wants to do that too. So if I can't wait, you'll get the video this week. And hey, Pegasus, it's good to see you. If I manage to be patient, you'll get the Valdor video at the latest next week. At the latest. Yeah. Just wait, Rev. I'm in the same boat with a Pilum. Only a week to wait for some rewards. Exactly, Douglas. That's my thing. And if I always try to be an efficient player, and if I can wait a week and then use that to complete the SMS that's coming up this week, the Recruit Mariner SMS, and a place in the leaderboard, that's the smart play. That's the right play. It's just, can I make myself wait? And I'll admit, it's going to be tough. Happy Easter to you as well, Soul Supreme. Can't wait to pew your Val. Oh, I have no no delusions. My Valdor will get blown up a lot more than it blows up stuff, because even if I put all my attack ships out, I think I'm around like 30.8, 31 million power. I'm still like rank 300 on my server. So yeah, I'm not the fantastic world beater out there. The good thing though is I can finally start working on my Klingon rep. And I've got 7 40% Klingons, because now that I hit the commended with the Romulans, I'm not going to focus as hard as anymore. So I'm going to actually start pushing my Klingon up and doing a little bit more Klingon love. Now I'm not going to kill my Romulan, but before I was like not collecting all my Klingon boxes, and I was over collecting Romulan stuff. Now that I've hit commended, I will start focusing on saving for my Pilum, which is over 500,000 faction credits, and then start working on my Klingon rep. Itchy finger syndrome, just tap build by mistake. Jeez. Don't worry, man. I definitely understand that feeling. Oh, man. I mean, we've already had like a full-on, streams worth of conversation talking about ROE and now talking about my excitement of a new ship. It is fun. Val's warp range is helpful. Val's warp range is helpful, but I've also got the Franklin A, the ISS Shelley, the Meridian. I mean, I've got a bunch of ships that have good warp range. So, am I still against 4-star miners? I would never say that I'm against 4-star miners. I'm against 4-star miners at level 40. I think 4-star miners can have some value when you're 45, 46, but I don't really see them having a ton of value early on. New player here. How do I get the Klingons and Romulans to stop attacking me? Dexter, fantastic question. So, the way to get them to stop attacking you is to have positive rep with that faction. So in my faction menu here that you can see that I am respected, it means that I have positive. There are different levels of positive rep, but I have positive rep with all 3 factions now. There is something in this game called tri-faction lock, which once you get to 10 million rep, they'll lock and they'll never go below. Now, as a low level or a new player, that's very difficult to do. But if you have a positive faction rep, and the first positive rep is 2,500 rep, it's either 2,000 or 2,500 rep. Once you have a positive rep, you can fly through that faction space and they will not hunt you. If you have negative rep, they will hunt you no matter what, no matter where you are. Hey, Small Andy, congratulations on having a Sunday off. Congratulations. You still use Horizons at level 40, still fine. Horizons can still be useful. I do like my faction miners, and now that we have ways to get faction credits a lot easier, I'm definitely more of a get your faction miner guy. But yeah. Is there a reason to win the same Portrait event 2 times? To me, there's not. Speaking of, I'm closely tracking this to see. I've scored 18,000 points and top is only 48,000. I might go for this Recruit Mariner SLB and go for one of the top ranks because I still am sitting on, I'm really curious what server 20 is going to look like, but I am currently sitting on 45,000 ultras left. Yeah, 45,000 ultras left. What kind of weird delay is that? Okay, who just... Oh, wow, a level 37 exists? I guess they do. A double impulse speed run? Oh, okay. Okay, Quark. A double impulse speed run. I can't say I've seen a lot of that. I can't say I've seen a lot of that. So is the number of the ceiling rods changed by ops level, or is it a flat 4,000? So on the subject of the ceiling rods, I'm glad you brought it up. Yes, it is 4,000. Now, that means that you can do 2 a year right now. And it is subject. So the reason that the content creators couldn't come out and say it is because it's not set in stone. It could change in the future, better or worse. We don't know. But as of right now, it is 4,000 broken to ceiling rods to get 1 rod for your treasury. If you do your overflow and you do your 30-day chest consistently, you can do 2 a year. It's about what you can get, 2 a year. I'm curious to see the feedback of when this comes through. I like that they're giving away 2 free ones, but you've got to have all the rods to be able to swap them in, and 4,000 is your magic number. Considering pushing my Valdor back a month so I have a Mayflower scrap ready for it. That makes sense, Sue. I've still got to scrap a Legionary. I haven't finished leveling it up, and that's a pain. But Mayflower is next on my list. Ooh. Hey, Angel. Hey, Angel. Shout out to everybody who shouts me out in the middle of a stream. Also, got to put the donation bar up there. I keep forgetting. So if y'all do want to donate to the channel, it is !donate. Not required, but greatly appreciated. And I keep that bar up to help hide the chat. So, I think the broken rods are great. Free to play path. I agree. If it's 2 free packs a year, whether it's a $100 value pack or it is a $5 value pack, it's free. And it should be noted that, and while we can't guarantee it's going to be like this every month, everybody's treasury pack has 20 officer shards. So if you go back to the treasury pack, 20 epic shards, and then you got 10 boiler. Every pack has this, whether it's the $5 one or it's the $100 one like I have. They all have that. I think that's fantastic. I don't now. There's no guarantee it'll be like that every month, but yeah. What is the amount for your name on the wall? To get your name on the wall for the house fund, which we're doing that for about 2 more weeks, is $20. $20 to PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. And then there's a leaderboard for like the bigger the donation, the bigger the font size. But just to get your name on the house fund, it's $20. Anywhere on defense platform power? No. Do you need to use the rods once you have, or can you wait? You can wait, Silent Armageddon. Yeah. It's just going to give you an option to turn in the broken rods when you have enough. Yours has more diodes? Well, yeah. I mean, you're looking at a level 41's Treasury at a $100 pack. But what I was saying is everybody's got the same amount of officer shards. You max out your level 20 ships or save resources for later. I definitely don't max out my level 20 ships. Like the Kira. Well, the Kira is the only level 20 ship. Unless you're talking a specialty ship like you picked up a Franklin a couple of levels earlier. But no, I don't recommend maxing out a Kira or even maybe building a Kira. Can you have more than one Stella at a time? Since I've built mine, I don't get any blueprints. I don't want to scrap it yet because I'd be out of Eclipse Armadas. So, yes, you can get multiple Stellas. The only way to get multiple Stellas for free is to pick up extra Stellas in event stores. Now, you can buy a second Stella. The only way to get a second one for free is to buy it in an event store. In Shadow, you need 4,000 broken rods to make one. So basically, you can get 2 free Treasury boxes a year at that rate. Well, thank you, Road. We did buy a house. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, if y'all want to see the house, I still have a picture on my desktop I can throw up here. If y'all do want to see the house, we did buy a house. Thanks to y'all, the community being amazing, supporting me throughout the years. I did end up buying a house, and if y'all haven't seen it, we can show you. Grinding for a Kelvin takes ages. I can agree to that. I'm not doing it, but I agree with it. How many amalgams are worth having? I'm happy with my 1, but that's kind of up to you. Truthfully, you don't really need more than 1 amalgam unless you're just a die-hard, crazy, hardcore raider. Soul Supreme. You have to have the 4,000 rods to see the option to change them in. You have to have the rod. You probably don't have the rods. You have to have the 4,000 before you see the option to trade them in. You're fuming that I won't get an AMA before the end of this arc? What do you mean? An Ask Me Anything? I'll do an Ask Me Anything. Oh, amalgam. Okay. It's like, that means something completely different. You have to build the Kira, Vakos, and Kamari to advanced station missions worth building, not upgrading. Correct. Yeah, I don't recommend maxing them. Building something at level 1, tier 1 is not that expensive, but you don't want to fall into the trap of then trying to upgrade and max and things like that. That's kind of more my point of where I'm getting at there. I don't know why I'm doing 41s. I need to be down here doing 35s to get the same amount of points. You point out the diodes because at Ops 28, I'm competing with you in the Treasury event. Yeah, the Treasury event's wide freaking bracket is really stupid. You can see it here. Johnny Blue is currently leading ours as a level 43 with 1390. I'm just hoping to complete the SMS, honestly. Let's see, what is who all do I recognize in here? Oh, I recognize Vaughn. Who else do I know here? I know Pup. What's Pup at now? Like 45? Oh, wow. I didn't realize I was going higher level than Pup. But, oh, no, this leaderboard seems like it's condensed. The previous one was wide open. The Avatar one might be the one. This leaderboard, I think, is the one that's wide open to everybody. Unless they finally changed it. The first time it ran, it was open to everybody. And it looks like it's been adjusted. Yeah, it's been adjusted too. Well, the thing is, D-Man, I actually already did my dailies last night because there was that mission yesterday. So, yeah, I got to do Anomalous Phenomenon. I haven't even started ticket events, which is mining crystal and doing worms. I'll probably do, yeah, I'll do the worm one because that's easy. The worm one's like 5 hits. Help Alliance and launch regular armadas. What the? Excuse you? Sorry, it's the first time I'm looking at that. All right. Okay, that's... What? All right, hold on. I gotta send this to the dev room and go, what? Okay. Yeah, I realize the epic shard makes it higher, but still 16 million. That's it. That's considering it was 1 billion. It was actually like 2.5 billion. That's quite a drop. Correct, Xavier. Was somebody asking about that and I missed it? Happy Easter to you as well, Tim. You can see the converter in the gift chest zone. If you've got the amount, yeah. Now remember, your 30-day chest doesn't have a limit, so if you've saved up a bunch of these photon tokens, you can trade in and get your deceiling rods. Charles, it's actually 2 free vault pulls a year if you're doing overflow and 30-day. And I repeat this all the time because people don't hear me, or a lot of people still don't know. If you do your overflow also has broken deceiling rods, okay? But if you have rods, you'll see the... So, like, I don't have any rods at the moment on this account, so I don't see anything. My baby account, I might be able to turn in and do that. If I... Maybe I'll... You know what? I'll pull it up on my level 21 account. I'll pull a 30-day chest, have some rods, and I'll show you what it looks like. But if you don't have any rods, it doesn't appear. It's the same way that the multiphasic store works, where the multiphasic store doesn't exist to you unless you actually have something, like a multiphasic credit. So... yeah, this is why it's important to basically play every day, because the overflow and oh, you sent me a picture. That would actually be helpful instead of me blowing my 30-day chest. The 30-day chest and the overflow each month are giving out broken deceiling rods. So using those combined, oh, server 69 sent me the row. Oh, can you ping this back to me after the stream? Thank you. I don't want to lose any of these. So where did you put it? Because I got a message from Haven. So who sent the message? I'll put it up on the screen. Martin. You have to send it to me privately, dude. I can't. I'm literally in 200 Discords, man. I can't go through every Discord. What's your PM name? Damn it. Okay. Okay, you just sent it. All right, cool. You had said in chat you had sent it before you had sent it. You jerk. How dare you mislead me? All right, let's do this. And then let me come pull it up here in the stream. All right, transition. So if you have rods, this is what it'll look like in the gift chest. You've got to have some rods. But yeah, you get 720 broken rods a month right now. So if we take out our handy dandy calculator, multiply that by 12, that's 8,640 rods a year. 4,000 per means you get 2 a year at the current rate. Rev's like a dub video. Oh yeah, my camera's been acting up. Why is it doing that again? Let's see. Let's reboot the camera and see if that fixes it. This is like the 3rd time it's happened this week. I don't know why. Reboot the camera. Yeah, the audio's okay. For whatever reason, my camera's been getting like this delay. I don't know if I need a new one or what. But every now and then I just reboot my camera and start over. And then it fixes itself. Yeah. Reboot. There we go. See, look, it's fixed. Reboot the camera. All better. All better. Fearless Foster says 4,000 sheesh. See, to me, and maybe I'm just being too shilly here, that's great. In my opinion, you're getting 2 free packs a year. 2 free packs a year. I have no complaints about the cost of the treasury. That's me. My goal was to get 2 to 4 free a year, and that's exactly what we're getting. I think it's very fair to give away 2 packs. And keep in mind, the Treasury packs by design are worth about 50% more than regular packs of the same construction type. What I mean by that is, like, if you go to like your ship power packs and stuff, or your Ultra Station power pack, you know, it's made to be about 50% more than this for the same price. With that in mind, you're technically getting 3 packs for free. I mean, I'm not going to gripe. I'm not going to gripe. So, I recently got to consort with Klingon. I have 63,000 credits, so tempted to build ships. Built the Cavort. Any other ships you would recommend that are worth resources? 1.2 million Centurion is my best ship. I mean, definitely get the 34 epics. I mean, the D4 would be your option if you're going Klingon. But other than that, no, I really wouldn't recommend doing anything besides making sure your officers are where they need to be. So, making sure your officers are where they need to be. Some people in my alliance were complaining about the 4,000 broken rods. So I told them the story about the gift horse. Nice, legendary scar. Is that the gift horse that invaded the city of Troy and destroyed it? You need to unlock the $100 packs before strat opening the rods. Yeah, I mean, and if you buy enough $20 packs, you're probably going to end up in that same vein. It's the gift horse you don't look in the mouth. I honestly don't know that parable. I don't know that parable. I guess you're right. That's 150 per key, so 300 yearly if you get every chance. Exactly. Now, that is incumbent, obviously, on y'all not missing overflows, not missing 30-day chest. So it could be one of those things where, and you do have a little bit of leeway. You have about 1 month leeway. Remember, 8,640 is the maximum at the current pace you can earn deceiling rods in a year. So that gives you 1 month of mess up. 1 month of mess up to still be able to get you 2 a year. 1 month of mess up to get you 2 a year. But you are going to have to play the game. Is there a content plan for the... Huh? In terms of what factions to go for early on, the easiest factions to go for early on is Federation and Romulan and hunting Klingons. Now, there are some drawbacks to doing that. Like, you will struggle to get Hull Breach activated, which is a fantastic PvP run, but there are pros and cons to all sets. Free-to-play player in my alliance had a $5 rod last time, and we are waiting to see if they do it again. It's worth $5. Yeah, I mean, I'm not here to make Scopely money because they make enough money and they don't pay me a dime. But to get the best value out of your treasury, buying a $20 battle pass here and there, because remember, when you spend money in the game, once you spend enough, it starts pushing you to those higher price points, like the $100 packs. So, you know, that's something to consider. You know, just spending a little bit to make that free treasury worth it more, but that's up to you. You can definitely never spend a dime in this game. You get your free $5 treasury and enjoy your officer shards. Hughes, I'm not a fan of getting the G4 miners until maybe 45, 46. You're attempting Fed and Klingon. I'm only level 21 though. Yeah, I'm Fed. I'm actually Klingon Romulan, which is maybe the hardest one to do, but I don't regret it. It depends on what you're looking for. Officer Roy, what do you mean you can't use it? I have my 10 mil lock. I am 36 and playing the next dual lock to 1 billion. Nice. Dual lock to 1 billion is definitely time consuming, but it's doable. Depending on how fast you want to fly up there, 1 One is maybe more beneficial. I assume those skulls on the top of the system is a PvP area. No. Everything in the map is a PvP area. This system right here, this is just a note where there's an event going on right now. There's the event called Anomalous Phenomenon, which is for grinding out, you know, materials and stuff for your discovery. And that's simply showing you where those event systems are. It does the same thing when like the ISS Jelly has its it's a brawl event. It'll show what systems you need to be in to complete that event. Yeah, right now there's an issue with the PC client with the free gift redemption online. You have to, if you do it, you'll see it in mobile, but you won't see it on the PC version. That is something that will get fixed. That is something that will get fixed. You're about 300,000 from your first 10 mil lock with Klingon. Been pushing Fed clean. Congratulations, Robert. That's huge. You judge a horse by looking in its mouth and teeth, see how healthy they are. But if someone gives you a horse, you don't insult the giver by looking in its mouth. I had no idea that was a thing. I truly, wow. Horses are like rare objects to me. Like, I don't see a lot of horses. There are a few horses out there. I'm not really around this. I'm learning today. I'm being educated. Do you have your Marauder Mo figurine? Yeah, I do. PJ mentioned that the free Epic Shard chest will only be good for 15 days, then go away. The plan is 15 days, K92. That doesn't mean it's only 15 days. It means that's the current run, and we'll see what happens after. We'll see what happens after. But you can see there's a 15-day timer on it. I'm so glad that the anomalous event isn't pop up randomly like first was. What do you mean, Soul? You mean you like that it's scheduled on Sundays now? Can we please discuss the wide level bracket high level players can hit in independent space? A 54 should not be able to hit people in the 30s. I disagree. 100% hardcore, and you're probably not gonna be happy with that. In my opinion, this game should have no PvP bracket at all. It should all be open for one reason. Your bases can be shielded and nobody can ever touch you. A level 60 player can come by with an Enterprise D and can't hit your base if you have a 4-hour shield on. I do not believe this game should have any brackets. That's my opinion. It's okay if you don't agree. Now, in that same vein, I do believe that events, PvP events, should have brackets. A PvP event should not pay a level 50 player the same amount of points to kill a level 24 as they do a level 50. But in terms of the game itself, Eve Echoes, Second Galaxy, Nova Empire, no other game, space game, MMO, on the market has a PvP bracket. Brandon says it runs off lower players. No, it doesn't. This game's got more players now 3 years later than it did when it started. Now, does that mean everybody likes it? No. And does that mean that it's for everybody? No. But does that mean there's anything wrong with it? No. That's just my opinion. How to fix broken to ceiling rod is I got 360. So Kushik, you have to have 4,000 broken to ceiling rods. And then with that, you can form one to ceiling rod to get your free treasury pack. Yeah, D-Man's correct. In territory, a level 20 player with Rom and Giorgio can slowly destroy a level 60 base by themselves. If that level 60 player in territory space just decided they didn't want to shield. It can happen. It can happen. Now, can you imagine trying to drain a level 60 player with your envoy at level 20? What about if a level 20 is doing a daily and a level 54 hits them? There's no daily a level 20 can do in territory space. That's the only place a level 54 can hit a level 20. Now, if you're in my system where it's completely open-ended, oh well, because repair, unless they can actually destroy your station to make it where you can't play, that's just my opinion. Any thoughts on having open PvP zones where it's free-for-all even in your own alliance? That would make testing really handy. And it's been suggested to the devs. I'm not sure if that'll ever happen. Brandon says territory is not the problem. Now there is a base. Nobody in the 30s has any chance against G4 and up ships. Nobody has any chance against G5 and up ships. but I'm not complaining when a Crozier comes and one-shots everything that I have. I find ways to either combat them, or I find other targets in their alliance to combat them. You know, it's just... I don't know why people expect, and this isn't me coming at you, Brandon, but like, I don't understand why people expect a war game to be fair. It's literally a PvP and war game. That's what it's designed to be. It's not going to be fair. War isn't fair. Never has been. It's great and all that they are giving us this path for the ceiling rods, but how does that help me right now with the current treasury that gives the lower deck shards? It doesn't help you at all, Jonathan. It doesn't help you at all. It's a free-to-play grinding path. That doesn't mean that you're going to get rewarded with everything as soon as it comes out. Uh-oh. Did my client just crash? It did. My client just crashed. Now you get to see Stream Raiders in the background. Thanks, Scopely, for a stable PC client. Try getting a G4 to catch a Rialta in territory capture. Well, the G5s can catch a Rialta thanks to the outlaw research and everything, but yeah. All right, let's see if we can get this back up and going. Since it decided to crash on us. There we go. TOS Kurt, TOS Ahura, and Marcus are really good against enterprises. Yeah, very good against enterprises. This new vault, they should have made it like the Armada pulls at event stores, so many broken rods to pull a chest. Why? That wouldn't make any sense, Jones. Because that's not what the treasury box is set up. It's not a chest. It's a pack. It's a pack. Just be happy this game doesn't have a zero mechanic where you can grind a player down to 0 troops/ships. Exactly, zero, which is why I'm supportive of the current PvP system. If this game did allow that, then I would like a +5 or -5 PvP bracket. But because they can't ever steal your materials, they can't destroy your ships permanently like in Eve Echoes. God, that was painful. And all they can take are the resources that you can grind and get the most of from events and biotics and things like that. I'm okay with the PvP system how it is. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, Eve Echoes, where I would spend 2 million, not real dollars, obviously, on a Cinnable, only for it to get blown up within 3 hours. Oh, and never get it back? Rough. Rough. Quick random question. Why does Scopely give out so much par steel and minimal titanium? It's freaking frustrating. It depends on the event that you're going at. Some events give out heavy titanium, but par steel is heavily needed. And just because you don't feel like you need par steel now doesn't mean you won't. I mean, you get up to my tier and you start needing 5 billion par steel for a building, or you get up into the 50s and need hundreds of billions of par steel. It's good to have. So. But yeah. Hey, Fenris, good to see you. Good to see you, Fenris. How you doing today? Hopefully you're feeling wonderful, amazing, beautiful as you are. Minimal titanium, they're giving out billions at my ops level. I haven't gotten the mats to keep up with it. The biggest thing I can say about titanium, and I'm hearing you if you want to complain about event payout levels, it is a raidable resource. I've got 4.1 billion on me right now. A lot of it from raiding. Yeah. I'm coming up to level 25, so I'll watch you for advice. So the vault may be good for level 30 plus, but it'll be a hard grind. Well, yeah, I mean, and thank you, Aaron. I appreciate you being a cadet, man. And good morning to you. Here's the thing, dude. It's just a free grind. I mean, it's just, you play your game every day. You're not have to do anything extra. If you play your game every day, you don't have to do anything extra to get the vault. Nothing extra. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Zero. Which is one, like, if you've ever experienced a space MMO like Eve, it's tough to come into Star Trek Fleet Command and complain. But I get that not everybody's done that. Yeah, I get what you're saying, D-Man. I get what you're saying. Is Brad Borman worth it at tier 1 underdecks? I have not made a video or done the math on that yet, This week I will. I'm like 2 shards away from Boimler, and I'll show you. There are some applications where, yes, he'll be better. There's some applications where, no, he won't. Well, Tular, in that regard, if you stay in high sec, you're never going to get most of the stuff in Eve. So the same application in Star Trek Fleet Command is to stay like level 20. Because at level 20, your PvP, the highest player that can hit you is what, a level 22? There's a 2+2 bracket there. You can stay at level 18 and never have to worry about a level 30 player hitting you or a level 50 player hitting you unless you're in territory space. So you have the same concept in Star Trek Fleet Command. The deeper you go into the game, the more you're willing to risk. You can stay a level 20 player, enjoy the missions and enjoy the grind, and not have to worry about level 50s. But you come up to level 41 like I am, everybody's going to punch you in the face. 24 can hit 20. Thank you, Melik. Keep in mind that when I started this game, when I was level 16, a level 28 could hit me. So they did condense the PvP bracket for those low-level players. I've got video of it, by the way. It's not me bullshitting y'all. Y'all go watch some of my earliest videos. There's people with Vokluses and Kumaris coming to hit me when I was level 16. And they changed that. Yeah. Stay 14 forever. Won't have to worry about base rating. It's true. Your best ship will be a jellyfish, but you won't have to worry about base rating. Appreciate you dropping the donate link there, Brian. Definitely going to get ganked in high sec if you're an attractive target. There's potential for that too. High sec may be safer, but it ain't 100% safe. Low sec is where in Eve Echoes we usually based. Eve Echoes high sec was safe, but in Eve high sec is not necessarily safe. Eve is a wild world. Like, honestly, I love the game of Eve and the mechanics of Eve. I hate the community. Like, the community is not only allowed, but it's almost promoted to be toxic. And I don't like that. I do love the game, how it's set up, though. I really enjoyed the game. But it was tough to want to stay when nothing was done about toxic behavior and in Eve Echoes hacking. That was a problem. Nick, any type of crew submission, like worst crews, you just send to me directly, and I will shoot it up on the board. Also, want to give a shout out real quick to Brian, who just donated to the house fund. Thank you so much, sir. You're amazing. I'll add it up here in just a second. Eve Echoes was a letdown after Eve Online. To me, it wasn't because it was a mobile game, but I understand where you're coming from. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying to me it wasn't. But yeah, Eve is definitely not the place for the tenderhearted. Star Trek Fleet Command is the place for the tenderhearted because it's a lot safer over here. It's a lot safer. I can go cozy in my base and coddle my Enterprise and never have to worry about losing it forever. I'll always have my Enterprise, both of them. But I'm not trying to make Star Trek Fleet Command into Eve. I'm just trying to enjoy the balance that we have. How grindy is that game? Eve Echoes can be very grindy. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Star Trek Fleet Command is also very grindy. In terms of grind, they were equal grind. The problem is the payout was lower in Eve Echoes because you could literally lose everything. So you would do the same amount of grind time that you do in Star Trek Fleet Command, but you might not keep what you got. In Star Trek Fleet Command, every ship you build, you have forever. For the life of your account, if the best ship you ever built was a Tala, you will always have that Tala unless you scrap it. In Eve, you could build the best ship in the world. Capital ships, frigates, whatever. And if it blew up, that was it. You had to go to get another one. Best Klingon ship, in my opinion. I mean, my favorite one's the Vorcha, just because of how it freaking looks. It's gorgeous. Which crew for PvP would you recommend a Max Auger with Lorca Tilly Worf on or on a Kelvin? Well, you going against a Kelvin means you're going to die no matter what. So, especially with that crew loadout. Unless it's like a tier 2 Kelvin. Kang, Mirror, Krell is probably what I would go with. Kang, Mirror, Krell. Just do as much bloody damage as you can. Kang, Mirror, Krell. Shout out to server 57. And thank you, Glenn. I enjoy that the Star Trek Fleet Command community is more NSFW than Eve. They had no humor amongst them. Definitely a lot of humor in our ranks for sure. Yay, I finished this one. I just got to kill the number of ships. I got 20 more ships to blow up. Yeah, Aaron, how long did you manage to stay in that game before you finally bugged out? Like, yeah, I can't handle this anymore. Because I only lasted a couple months. That was just because the community, honestly. Even the community manager left that game. So, like, not long after it launched. He wasn't there very long. All right, you gonna blow up yet? No, not gonna blow up yet. Okay. This thing's been like at no health for 6 fights now. It was just the time. Trying to play both was too much. Yeah, that was definitely thinking. The most hours I ever streamed on Twitch was actually Eve Echoes. I streamed like a 100-hour week, 80-hour week or something. Or I'm sorry, not week, month. Which is the most I'd ever streamed on Twitch. And yeah, it's heavy. What do you recommend for the Cerritos? So the Cerritos is not an amazing PvP ship, but you can still put a PvP crew on it. And a real quick shout out to Evan. Shout out to 37 Goose. Appreciate you for donating to the house phone, man. Legendary. Greatly appreciated. But it is still a ship that has decent weapons, and you can load it out with maybe your tertiary PvP crew. And what I mean by that is, like, if you've got Yuki, Marcus, Honor Guard, Worf to go fight Romulans on one ship, then you could do like Lorca, Killy, Khan on a Cerritos, or, you know, if you need to go really scrape in the barrel, the TOS crew. Don't put your main PvP crew on there, but you can put a PvP crew on there. In fact, I'd probably like Yuki on a Cerritos, if for nothing else, to try to get those shields down for somebody else to come hit, like in a territory battle. What is the TNG crew that is replacing the cadet crew? So next gen LaForge, next gen Crusher. They're exact copies of the cadet crew. Next gen LaForge, next gen Crusher. And they're literally copy pasta with the exact same abilities and everything. Literally identical. Who put a tractor here? That's weird. Hope they bring in the Negvar when they do Deep Space Nine. Me too. Me too. Negvar is an underrated Star Trek ship. Someone say pasta? I did. TNG Data is relatively interchangeable with Crusher, I believe, too. No. No. Here, pull up the officers list. Group. Actually, let's do level here, because here's your originals. So here's your Kirk. Tactician, increases weapons damage. Then you got McCoy, which is your main one that you mix with Uhura. Then you have Cadet Sulu, which is fighting spirit, increasing attack of all officers. So now if we go down to group, and got to come all the way down here since they added these. Data is weapons damage, same as Kirk, and it's not interchangeable. And the reason why is because, where is she? Here's Next Gen LaForge. Next Gen Crusher actually improves the captain's maneuver, and that's what makes that card so strong. It's not it's not Pike Moreau level, but that's going to be the most effective combination, is Crusher and LaForge maxed out with Chen Talon. And obviously I haven't maxed them out on this account because I have no need to. Stormtrooper, was that you? Because I saw that same tractor in my Discord. I don't get many cadet shards when I pull standards. That is kind of a grind on my level 21 account, I'll admit. Something that I've asked them to work on, and I'm waiting on them to actually do something about it. All right, finally destroyed with like 20 ships left. You missed the Ferengi arc. The amount of Latinum they were paying out was absolutely awesome. However, the payout on Officer Charge is rubbish. Still trying to get Rom because he looks awesome. Rom is a fantastic base rating card. He's the best base rater in the game. But yeah, it's I get what you're saying. When you move to the new house, you're going to carry over the... No, that sounds really lame. Sorry, Jones. It just sounds really lame. I don't know if that's like an actual thing, but no. I don't know if that's a real thing or if you're just saying something. And congrats, Tom, on getting a lucky Picard pull. You suck. I strongly dislike you. And I'm not being facetious. I legitimately dislike you. Congratulations. Let's see if I can upgrade a part here on this just so I can finish a... It's an old tradition. Y'all are bringing up a lot of old traditions today. Like, that's the theme of today's stream. Old traditions. We talked about gift horses and carrying people across thresholds, apparently. Stuff that millennials and Gen Zs have no idea. Okay, I'm going to rare my cargo bay. I can spare 8 rares. I can spare 8 rares. Happy Easter to you as well, Walter. Anyone who played Star Trek Attack Wing, the best ships were the Species 8472 ships. Fair, fair. Has Rom drastically changed the optimal base rating crew, or is he just replacing? No, he is... Rom by himself is better than a full Synergy Con run. That doesn't mean that you can't have a full Synergy Con run. But Rom is the replacement. And damn, I forgot. I need to be focusing on Klingon and not doing the Romulan collection there. Because that just set me back. I got to get back in the habit of not collecting that one. Because look, that just dropped me back like 900,000 rep. I got to get in the habit, or 400,000 rep. I got to get in the habit of not doing that Romulan one. So I can catch up. Did y'all catch the lower decks mission that mentioned the 3 Spocks on one Enterprise? I thought that was funny. And I still claim that was a reference to me. I still claim it. Congratulations on unlocking Epic LaForge. Oh gosh, the grind. The grind. I would love if they added the Kittimer class if you get max faction lock with all factions. That could be cool. I would like more ships in general. Like, I think the game should have more ships than we can realistically upgrade. And maybe I'm alone in that. I think there should be so many options and so many ships that you just simply can't do them all, but you might collect them. And good morning, Dean. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? But I would love, like, if there were just a litany of Romulan ships and stuff and you just had to collect them all. Old tradition, put a curve on your hat brim. That is an old tradition. Actually, I don't know if you're aware, KB, this is... It's going to shock y'all that I actually own 2 of these, but look at that. Look at that. Look. You never thought you'd see the day. You never thought you'd see the day. So this is my only, I've got 2 Pelicans hats. For those that don't know, the New Orleans Pelicans are an NBA basketball team. They're our professional team in New Orleans. And yesterday I wore my flat Pelicans hat. Today, because I'm wearing the red, I'm doing the red Pelicans hat, but it is a curved brim. So y'all have seen it. Pigs have flown. Rev has worn a bent brim hat. The apocalypse is happening. The apocalypse is happening. So there you go. We're spending all your Ultra Recruit tokens during this reduced officer pool. It's up to you. It is nice that there's a leaderboard going on right now. I don't know if I'd say spend all of them, but maybe see where you can place in the leaderboard. Star Trek Fleet Pokemon, got to catch them all. Nice, Elder. Nice. Hope they get to beat the Suns. Me too. Me too. I'm definitely going to be rooting for them. So, honestly, I'm just excited they made the playoffs. And if y'all didn't watch their 2 play-in games, I'm not sure how many people here are basketball fans. But if you didn't watch their 2 play-in games, the play-in tournament is something that I love that the NBA has added. And some amazing game and atmosphere against the Spurs. And then, a few days ago when they had their play-in game at home against the Clippers. So You do some streams covering trivia and connections between Trek and the game. A lot of players haven't seen all the shows and don't get many of the Easter eggs. That's a great idea, Guru. That actually is a fantastic idea. We actually used to have trivia streams here where I did giveaways, but I haven't done those in over a year, and I should really look back into that. But yeah. I sometimes wish we could get some more ships to choose from in the 20 to 30 range. Yeah, well, at the moment, I mean, the specialty ships are basically all you're supposed to focus on in that range. And if they added more ships to the game, it also might encourage new players to not feel like they had to level up as fast. So just enjoy where you're at. KB, you like the curved hat? Just to disappoint you, I actually own 3 of them. I've got this one, I've got a New Orleans Saints one that's signed by a couple players, and then I've got a pineapple one. All my others are flat, but I do have some. And honestly, a lot of times it comes down to color coordination. So like I have my hat, red shirt and everything with my plaid, and then I've got my Pumas that are black and red. So I'm very much into the color coordination kick and everything. Yeah. Oh man, we're spending all your recruit tokens. I'm debating that, by the way, because I'm in that leaderboard, and the leaderboard on my server is not that high. I might go for the W. I might go for the W and get Mariner, and then I can do a video. And thank you, Dennis. I appreciate your permission to start now. I was waiting for you. You can ask everybody in chat. We were actually waiting. And now that you're here, we can start for 30 minutes and then wrap up. Off topic, but does Scopely intend to ever make the payout for G4 Armada chests better? Yes, they do, Duval. Do I have a date or time for you? No, I do not. But yes, in time, they will be made better. When? I said I don't have a date for you. But yes, in time, they will be made better. Pelicans lost them. I mean, they haven't lost yet, David, but honestly, not having Zion's not that big a deal since they picked up CJ McCollum. Yeah, Major Sam, I'm really big on outfits that match and stuff. I don't like to just leave the house looking like a goofball. So, you think we need more clip systems? I don't get asked that or asked for that very often, but I can see how that could be a good need for some systems, especially those that are very, very active. Would love to see if at each level we have all 3 options for each faction. Example, instead of just having Enterprise, Explorer, we could have Excelsior, Battleship, and Reliant Interceptor. You'd have to go back and do that for every kind of tier, but yeah, I would also love that. Now, you do have the modern Reliant in the game already, but that's it. Any chance Scopely will eventually extend the officer presets to extend the lower decks? There are no plans to do that as of now that I'm aware of. That was specifically asked, and as of now, I'm not aware of any plans for that. To me, the presets is just a massive disappointment. So, do you think friendly alliances should be able to mine each other's systems of territory? Yes, I do think that should be something they add to the game, where friendly mechanics mean something, to where if you're allied with an alliance, you can go mine their 4-star crystal. I think that's a great idea. Honestly, if they don't give us more ships to build, they should give us more skins. Also agree. And I will say they've been adding more ships in the past, year, even though most of them are specialty ships, than they have really done at the beginning of the game. So I do like what they're doing. I mean, the past year and a half, we've gotten skins for almost every faction ship. We've gotten new specialty ships, and we had 5-star release. So they did put out a lot of ships. You like the idea of a support class of ships like a Cerritos or Discovery? Yeah, so they're on that road. I'm curious if they'll ever make a healer class, though. Because you've got like a weird mage class that can, summon you with the Discovery. You've got a bard class that's a support character in the Cerritos. Do they ever make a healing ship? Yeah. Let's see what else we have here in the question section. Any chance of jelly BPs being put in the away team store? Not to my knowledge. Doesn't mean it can't happen. I simply have no knowledge of that happening. if requests are made, and I told this in the server 4849 town hall we have, if enough people gripe about something, it gets traction. If it's kind of like a low murmur, it doesn't get a lot of movement. So the Enterprise D ship battle animation should include a saucer separation. That'd be cool. When we get to the real separator for battle, because the saucer separation really wasn't for battle. It was more of a getting civilians out of dodge thing. But if you had the Prometheus, now that was made to separate and fight as independent ships. That would be really cool to have that animation. USS Pasteur for your healer. That'd be cool. You know, if we did like a future Enterprise type run where we got the Enterprise C skin, maybe, you know, the Odyssey skin from Star Trek Online, which is like the Enterprise F or something. You know, I would love all that. You'd like to see a way for them to make old ships useful at higher levels? I can also agree. I mean, the scrapping is currently the only thing that we do with things like 26 ships. But what else we got here? I want an electronic warfare ability for the Cerritos where you could jam from warping, slow impulse, or decloak enemies. I absolutely love all of that. And if the Cerritos had launched with any of that, it'd probably be one of the first times I told everybody to go buy something. Because that'd have been freaking awesome. That'd have been freaking awesome. Especially the ability to stop people from warping out. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, man, that makes me excited just thinking about it. Star Trek Discovery did the programmable matter bit in the shows. They could use that as a resource for field ship repairs and do Booker's ship. Robert, the only problem is that's also several hundred years in the future. And I'm not sure how much they want to muddy the timeline, but I don't know. I don't know. Prometheus is a really cool ship. It destroyed 3 Dederic ships only piloted by 2 EMHs. To be fair, that was a very poorly written Voyager episode in terms of the battle power of the Prometheus. Because where was the Prometheus in the Dominion War? That thing would have been stronger than the freaking Defiant. Yeah. Romulan ship with the ability to cloak all ships within a certain circle. Tom, that, if I remember, didn't they have something like that in Star Trek Armada, the game? Wasn't that something that was in Star Trek Armada? Ooh, I can't wait to spend you stuff on the Valdor. Been saving up for the Valdor. You forgot the Pelicans came back? Heck yeah. We love our Pelicans. All right, we're gonna get ready to go do Anomalous Phenomenon now. Because I'm in this random level 17 system. Should I hit this random person? Do they got any loot? Hey, they got a little loot I could steal from them. Ooh, what all ships do they have? A Saladin, a Vidar, a D3, a Bortus, and a Sarcophagus. What's that Vidar crew? What is this? Excuse me? Excuse me, sir? Sir. Excuse me, what is going on with these crews? Huh? I think I need to hit this base just to punish them for those crews. That was awful. What did I just look at? All right, then. Let's repair this real quick. That was a disgusting abomination. I don't even need to take screenshots. I just need to like record this part of the video and then like, hey, here's the bad crew video for the week. It's literally these 5 ships. I would feel bad because I feel like I'm really targeting that person. I don't try to target players like that, so. Oh my gosh, look at this. Ugh. Yeah, I don't want to like call out Titus 585 858. I mean, new players or whatever. I mean, they got to learn. Everybody's got to learn. I'm not always perfect with crews. So, yeah, that's just wild. All right. I think I want to hit it. I do. Where's my ROM at? ROM actually might be on an away team. Let's sort by group. ROM. Oh, ROM's actually on ship A for some reason. Yeah, ROM, come over here, buddy. We're just going to run this. Don't need that. Let's do this because they were interceptors. All right, we'll just run this. Yeah. Yeah. Enterprise, I choose you. Go forth and smash. Oh, wow. That Enterprise jumped out the gate quick. All right, let's see how we do. Let's see how we do. Ooh. Oh, man. I took them all out in one shot. I feel semi-bad. If any of those crews had been good, there's no way I crack a 30 mil base, even with ROM. There's no way. If all those crews had been good, there's no way. Exterminate Tommy. Love to see a fan of the Doctor. We'd love to see a fan of the Doctor. Wow. Let's go to the log. To the log. I should export this one. Oh, I'm exporting this one. Rev verse 5 bad crew base. 4/17/2022. I'm saving that one. Oh, that bad boy's getting saved. I've got a new folder on my desktop of STFC logs, and that's going in there. Yeah. Did we save it? I got to make sure it's saved. Did it save? It did. I'm going to put that in the log parser later. Aren't those crews for defending the base? No, none of these crews were adequate. So this is a defense setup. This is a defense setup. Sure, but it's not a good one. It's not a good one. Almost an attack crew would have been better than that. This, once again, you're going full synergy based on defense. That doesn't mean it's good. Look at the Sulu one. That's a speed run. Within a plus 12 1% damage, and then this, no. Repair efficiency, no. Pike with next gen Riker and Mitchell, no, not good. Sarcophagus running Bator, no. Running Bael, okay, I guess. And then next gen LaForge, no. So the first two are defense crews, but they're not good defense crews. The best defense crew would be something like, for example, here's how we would load this out if we needed to counter Rev. Saladin or any of the ships need to be running Crass. Then if you're going to run a TOS crew, you need TOS Spock. And then you need Pike. If you have Harrison, Pike, Moreau, Harrison. You need Crass and Harrison as a combo. I won't get through most of this stuff. So, and I realize that the level 35 player might not have some of that, but I bet he has Crass. If nothing else, if he had Crass on these defense loadouts, he would have done way better. But plus 25% to ship whole health when defending a station on a Saladin is really worth nothing. It's really worth nothing, y'all. Let's see. This went 12 rounds. So I bypassed the first round or stopped in the first round, did my extra shots, and then came through and destroyed the Vidar. Yeah, destroyed the Vidar in the first round. And then they finally start hitting me. Destroyed the D3 next. Round 3. Round 4, destroy the Saladin. Round 5, I start going for the Sark. And the Sark lasted a while. Sark didn't go down to round 6 because of the whole health. And then we finally start taking on the Bortus. The Bortus died in round 8, and then 4 rounds to take out the rest of the guns. And this isn't me running the best. That's not the best run for that base hit either. So, yeah, Crass by himself will negate ROM. And if you do full, You do full synergy crass, then he'll negate it on the jellyfish. I recently hit Ops 34. I have a Legionary max, a tier 8 Mayflower, one component less, and D3 at tier 6. Is it best to max Mayflower first and scrap because of primes I get from it? Well, you can get primes from the Legionary as well. I would say just go ahead and scrap the one that's ready and then start working on the Mayflower. How high should you tier your Horizons as faction miners? Honestly, depends on your level. Like if you're level 41, having a maxed, level 30 faction miner is not a bad idea. Doing that at level 30 is way too much crystal. Horizons are pretty cheap to max, so you can kind of do those whenever you want to, just as you naturally progress. But yeah, it really depends on your level. As you're getting to the 34, 35, I'd say at level 39, having a tier 7 faction miner or multiple tier 7s is completely fine. You're coming to blow me up, aren't you? All right, we'll go this way, Jazzman. You can have it. I don't want it. I just want to do my anomalous phenomenon and go home. I just want to do my... Uh-oh, why are we... A delay in scoring. Fantastic. Fantastic. Harrison and on the Enterprise might have made it easier as you'd strip the shield on defense platform A earlier. Harrison only works in the first round. That wouldn't have helped me. But I do have Harrison. Best thing about this raid was costing him back a night. Ah, yeah. Stuff you need to repair that stupid sarcophagus. Yeah, it's a long delay, so I'll go ahead and just get all the ones I know I'll need, and then I'll warp home. Gotta love the delays in the scoring. You don't actually have to love them, y'all, I promise. Let's speed this up. Back down here. How many hours of ship repairs? I mean, they had over a day in ship repairs from the ships that I saw. Over a day in ship repairs from what I saw. Just because disconnect from your channel, a server not rewarding points for buildings. There's delayed scoring right now. There's delayed scoring right now. $41 here, and I know that I'm quite far from 42. Is it worth it to spend all my save credits on a 41 miner? In my opinion, no, Zidanik. In my opinion, no. The resources it costs to upgrade those miners is not worth it. I think you're better off saving those credits or making sure all your officers are maxed. So you're scoring without issues? It varies. If I reboot, it'll probably pull up. Here, let's transition real quick. I'll reboot the client and see if it works once rebooted. Glad you have ship summoning. It is very nice. It is very nice. Yeah. I love the summoning feature. I still got to max out my disco. I'm like 2,000 parts away from being maxed, but yeah. Oh, I also didn't pull my cosmic cleanup yesterday. I did my cosmic cleanup, but I just remembered I didn't pull it. Now it's not loading. Oh, man. Come on, game. Oh, no. All right, I'll put the main back on the screen. Get the baby off of there. Bloop. All right, I'm going to go with... Man, see, I'm tempted to do the battle debris just because I need... Like, I need spore components. And I need Devore parts. But, no, rare directives are too valuable for me. I'm going for the rare directives. Give me rares! I'll take 20. That's 20 I didn't have before. I'll take it. Trying to be 100% free to play. What videos do you recommend they watch? Any of my videos. Or just ask me directly. I even have a channel on my Discord for pure free to play advice. Nice, Jesus. You really like how slow Disco is to upgrade? It's a great ship once you unlock summoning. Yep. I think I've gotten enough now. I just got to wait for the scoring to catch up. So I'm going to go ahead and recall. Thank you, Mr. Killywiggles. Signed up to be a cadet supporting the channel. I really appreciate that. Appreciate everybody who supports the channel. Can you mention more sourcing for Borg probes and independent credits for officers? I have 5 I could tier up right now. So there's 2 ways to get independent credits every day. And there are 2 ways to get active nanoprobes every day. You know, I've got a surplus of both, but I also go through that process every day. Do you go through that process every day? And are you aware of the 2 ways? And if not, we can discuss them. Which reminds me, I got to go mine more data. Got to mine more data for my augment. I can't do another pull, but I can do this. And there's my independent credit. Give me my 70 from augment every day. Disco jumping is bugged on the PC client at the moment. Okay. I believe you. Oh, I got to go grind keys today. There's always something to do. Always something to do. All right. So we're going to repair this. And we're going to turn this into our botany bay. And we'll see if we get stream sniped by mining data of all things. It happens. It happens. We'll do that. And we'll escort you with this really oddly loaded out Pharrell to Ilmatar. No, Elder Roku, I'm not on Twitch later tonight. The next time we're on Twitch is tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time is when I will be live on Twitch next. Chatted my AC and they're all having scoring issues. Yeah, a lot of people are. A lot of people are. And just to verify, I'll tell you the devs have seen it, but yeah. Yeah, they're aware. We'll ping again. I'll ping it again. So I have just done a dev ping and they can check it out. A little disappointed that Mariner's ability doesn't show up in battle logs. I guess I'm supposed to assume she's doing what she's supposed to be doing. Yeah, just do the math, Mark. Don't you know how to math? Hey, look, my scoring finally showed up. Did I not finish it? Or is it really that delayed? Surely. Don't call me Shirley. Wow. I'll give it a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. Is there any OPC here? Let me go ahead and look for OPC while I've got the Burrell here. Should have brought the Vidar. Yeah, 20 points short. Teach you how to Scopely math? It's honestly not complicated. It's just a lot of work. Let's see. Nobody OPC over here. What about you, Blake? You OPC? Nope. What about you, Blow? Nope. What's his name? Blow you 2 for fun. Wow. Okay. Mixed Surgeon, level 50. Are you OPC? Nope, because I would hit your butt. Level 50 with a Kelvin guard in it. I'd hit it too. I'd tap it. So Tommy, you have to have 4,000 broken rods to exchange for one fully non-broken ceiling rod. Scan Maelstrom. Become friends with Blow. I'm very tempted. That's very much my type of humor. All right, nobody is OPC here. So, ooh, is this one OPC? And they're a bad guy? Nope, they're just a bad guy. I'll go blow them up because they're a bad guy. Yeah, so you get 2 free rods a year at this current pace. So 2 free treasury packs a year. Love how you found a way to include pie, John. I love that you found a way to include pie. Oh, I could have cloaked. I could have cloaked and got my cloaking daily done. Dang it. All right, we did finish Anomalous Phenomenon, which means we can go back to our refinery. My Latinum refinery, I got 10 hours, 10 hours. But I can pull this. Give me parts, give me parts! I'll take 139, that's fine. And let's see, let's check our disco. So I need 5 parts. So that's 65. Okay, I've got 6,500. That's 1180. 23, so that's what? 41. 54. 65. Yes, I'm a little under 2,000 parts away from being able to max my disco. So I'm getting there, y'all. I'm getting there. Not too far away. Not too far away. All right, so let's come back over here where this base is shields down. And let's take like the 10 million from him. Since we did crack him, it's only fair that we finish the raid. And before y'all say anything, no, I'm not using the amalgam. It's not big enough. So let's just go knock, knock, knock on heaven's door with this weird ass auger loadout. If this person comes back and posts my loadout, the auger loadout right now is from the PvP event we had recently. So if y'all aren't familiar with the crew that I'm talking about, here, let me show it to you. Harrison, Marcus, Honor Guard, Wharf. Anybody want to guess what I was using that for? Anybody want to guess what I was using that for? I maxed out in time for the Disco A to come out. Yikes. I guess that'd be okay, though, because then I could scrap my Disco for my Disco A. And yeah, Free or Fraud got it. Good job. Yep, Disco PvP event. That's for the Discovery PvP event. That was probably the best Discovery PvP crew that you could use during the Disco PvP event. And now we drain a base. How much did he have? He didn't have a lot. I mean, I'll take it, but he didn't have a ton. Pays for my repairs, I guess. And recall. Speaking of officer loadouts, do you think we'll get another shot at the new Klingon rares? Yes, John. I don't have an ETA of when, but yes, they are circling back. That is in the plans. 100%. Oh, man, you're not drained yet? How much you got left? Not much. One load. One load. Here we go. One more good one. Of course, John. I'm happy to answer any questions. So typically how a lot of new officers work is they go through this period where once they're new, they're kind of... they're still a premium feature. So they let the people who got them early enjoy them, and then they kind of get released en masse. And they do got to get better at officer sourcing. That's not me making an argument that officer sourcing is okay. They do need to get much better at that. But look at our Gladius. I haven't used this thing in a long time. Look how pretty she is. The Gladius is a nice ship. I love that its impulse engines are hidden like behind the Bussar collectors. This right here in the back. It has a random ass tail for no reason because aerodynamics and space. I really do like the design of the Gladius. Is like that old school Romulan warbird look. Needs a hole in it. Nice. And then we've got my ISS Jelly Skin, which I love that it doesn't have the contrail on the one working nacelle. And here's my Burrell rocking a weird ass mining loadout. Then we've got my Body Bay. And here's our auger repairing. And last but not least, our Enterprise, which is also repairing with these dumbass trails in the back that I hate. Which ships do I reject ever building? None, because I am a ship collector. Even eventually, I will build the sarcophagus, even though it's crap. You know, the sarcophagus is awful. I will eventually build it. Is there any other base to raid here while we're just kind of running? It's 24. It's too low. 26. It's a friendly, but shield or share. I might, yeah, I'm going to go steal. Yeah, boss. I'm going to go steal that titanium and dilithium for sure. Nothing there. And we already got that one. Do you have the Enterprise D skin? I do. Yeah, so what I actually do is my main Enterprise has got the regular skin, and my Enterprise D skin is on my second Enterprise, because I have a tier 3 Enterprise for the sole purpose of doing comparisons. Like if y'all were curious what a tier 9 loadout looks like versus tier 3, what's acceptable, that's why I have 2 different Enterprises, so I can show y'all, hey, this crew is fine here but not fine over there. So there's my Enterprise D skin. It's a damaged skin though, obviously, so it doesn't look as pretty, but I do have the Enterprise D skin that they gave away for free. Yeah. If you angle it just right, it looks fine. Like if you get it from this angle, you can see a little battle damage, but it kind of looks okay. But you look at it head on, it's got a whole dark nacelle and everything. Yeah. Any updates on when we'll see the crossover battle events that we actually battle folks for real, not with this leaderboard junk? No updates. No updates. All right, y'all, I'm going to wrap up for the day because I got to record a couple of videos for this week, including the DS9 Smash or Pass video. So if y'all would like to support the channel, it's appreciated, not required, but exclamation point donate will allow you to do that. If you've not already, please come join our Discord. It is something that everybody has a good time in, and it's there to help educate you on not only this game, but all games that we play. I will say live long and prosper. Stay safe for the Space Cowboys. Deuces, that's me. I've enjoyed hanging out with you today. Hope you've enjoyed hanging out with me, and videos coming all throughout the week, and of course live streaming on Twitch. So once again, love y'all, appreciate y'all, support me and my family, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Outro time. I'm gonna just run the outro.
An even better outro than the intro, for the empire and glory to your house.